Happy Halloween, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in and welcome to Shades Tube. Guys, let's go ahead and do this copyright disclaimer. All right, real quick. All righty. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area. Part of it is scrolling across that blue banner, and it will be in my comment area once this video has completed. Again, welcome to Shades 2, and thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to everybody in the bushes, everybody who watches us in the replay. Over here in the chat, guys, we got Jermaine in the house. What's up, Jermaine? What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, you guys. Tonight, guys, we're going to be talking about Sean Diddy Combs, of course. The New York City grand jury heard new evidence regarding Diddy's case. Also, Wack100 warns Diddy's sons. Also, Diddy's accusers must reveal themselves. And I got some breaking news, guys. I also want to tell you guys about this Canadian firefighters' Halloween party, which sparked outrage over racist costumes. Okay. And we're going to talk about the Menendez brothers. Okay. The case. 3 things you need to know. We're going to talk about that really, really quick. All right. And I'll give you guys maybe 2 other breaking news. I want to tell you guys about this little 12-year-old boy who's left permanently blind. Okay, I want to tell you guys about that as well. So get you something to drink, a relaxing chair, bed. If you are at work, continue to do your job and just listen to Shades Tube. And let's go ahead and check out this show tonight, you guys. And thank you again for tuning in. Y'all, don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed this content tonight. Also, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Don't forget to share and leave a comment. Again, guys, don't forget to hit that bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos and subscribe to the channel. If you're not, I forgot what to say. And like this video if you enjoyed this content. All right, and thank you so much. Thank you. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, you can do that by doing the Cash App to $ShadesTube, or you can do a super chat, y'all. Thank you in advance. All right, and welcome to all my new subbies, guys. I am almost at 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. Also, my YouTube videos have gotten a lot of views, 28,000 on one, 22,000 on another. 138 on one. That's pretty good, guys. I'm so happy to see that. 10 on another one, 2,000 on another one, 1,300 on another one. So thank you guys so much for that. The Dollar Tree Hauls channel, my latest Dollar Tree haul got 800 and some views. So thank you guys for that. And one of my best lives, I believe, got 1,000 views. Thank you guys so much for that too. I appreciate you guys. All righty. Okay, so we got Tony Bands up in this place. What's up, Tony? Agif up in this place. Good morning, Agif. And I think that's it. And Jermaine is up in this place. What did you say? Okay, what is that hideous creature? Let me show you. He isn't hideous, okay? He's beautiful. Okay, so y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get this started. This show started tonight. Okay, let's go ahead and start off. What? You are so silly. Okay, since you want to talk about, I forgot to do the new buzzer picture. Okay, I need to get that one because I know people are going to. This is a peacock. This one right here. This is. That is a peacock. All right, guys, we got a new super chat. How do you make those noises come on when you have a super chat donation? Thank you so much, Tony. I appreciate you. Let me see. I don't know how to do all this stuff on here yet. Let me do this. Let's see. Y'all know I be in the Twilight Zone. Yeah, I'm gonna get. I got a picture of a real live peacock. I need to find it on my phone, and then when I do, I'm going to put it up for you, Jermaine. I can't wait to put it up there. I just cannot. I cannot wait to do that. Okay, I cannot wait to do that, Jermaine. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to do it. I can't wait to put it up. I'm gonna scare you with that peacock. As a matter of fact, I think I have one that I can bring into to this live video. I want to put it right here on this video. I'm gonna do that soon. Let me go ahead and do the cash register sound effect. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see if I can do it for the super chat. Here we go. We can do this one. Wait, y'all. Wait. Shay. You and these ads got to go. Hold on. This is a trip, y'all. I got all every time I have these damn ads. All right. I don't like this. The hell? Let's do this again. That's better, y'all. That's better. Thank you, Tony Bands. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. All right. So I like that one. That one is okay. Dino from H-Town, he passed, you guys. Is that the one that passed? Let me look this up real quick. Hold on. Let me share this to WhatsApp so I can keep this. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Dino from H-Town, he passed? Let me look and see real quick. Dino, let me see. Dino from H-Town. I didn't know he'd passed. Let's make sure. I did not know that. Let's see. I didn't know he passed. Let's see. I did not know he passed in 2003. From what? What did he pass from? A traffic collision. Okay, I did not know that. Oh, speeding SUV crashed into the driver's side of his car, ejecting both Dino and his fiance into a parking lot. Both of them passed on. I did not know he passed on. How old was he? He was born in 74. Let's see. He was only 28 when he passed on. Goodness. So he would have been like 49 now. That's sad. I did not even know he had passed on. That's sad. Oh, I didn't know that. Goodness. But anyway, yeah, that's the trip. I did not know that. Isn't that tripped out when you find out that somebody passed and you did not know they passed? I did not know that dude had passed for real. I really didn't. Somewhere out in wherever Buzzards to be at. That's where I was at. I don't know. You should for me. I'm not taking that down. I'm leaving that up there. All right, I'm leaving it up there. As long as you keep on calling me Buzzard, I'm leaving that up there. Okay, I'm leaving that up there. And when I get that picture of that Buzzard with the glasses, I'm gonna show everybody, y'all. He said that I look like that Buzzard with the glasses on. I'm gonna show y'all that picture tomorrow. So he like to talk about me all the time and stuff. It's just crazy, you guys. Y'all make sure y'all check out my latest YouTube short too. All right, in my videos. All right, make sure y'all check those out as well. My latest YouTube video besides the lives, and then I'm going to put up my shopping haul tonight before I go to bed. All right, so be looking forward to that. And then I'm going to put up a new short as well. Y'all probably are going to be laughing, but I'm still putting it up. And I know Jermaine is going to be laughing, but I don't care. All right, in the clouds. I've been somewhere. Okay, because I did not know he passed, and if I did know back then, I forgot. I thought he was still alive. That's something. All right, guys, let's go ahead and start off with this live. Let me take this down. Thank you again, Tony. I do appreciate you. Okay, so let's go over here and do this. And we're going to go ahead and start off with, I think I'm going to tell you guys what Wack 100 said first. Let me create another banner and put that up there. And the reason why I do these banners is so in case people don't want to hear certain parts of this live, they can just go right to the parts they want to hear. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what he said. Let me put this up there real quick. So we're going to go ahead and cover him first. Wack 100, guys. Okay, let me go ahead and go to it real quick. Okay. What did I do with it? For real, for real. And I got a scary story to tell you guys too. And I'll tell you guys that next, okay? Okay. For Halloween. Okay, let's see here. Wack 100. It's amazing when I get on this damn live. I can never find anything. So is this it right here? No, this is not it. Just bear with me, guys, because y'all know shades to be from another planet when I get on this live. Okay, so anyway, guys, Wack 100 issues a warning to Diddy's sons following Ray J fight. Also, Nicki Minaj has some words too, guys. Now, Wack 100 is not playing around, guys. The music exec called Ray J during a live stream to get the details on the singer's recent altercation. Ray J got into a fight with Diddy's sons. Now, let me just correct this right here. They didn't actually fight. They got into like a verbal altercation. I don't know what happened to my phone. Let's go back. Hold on. I don't know why it went to the screen. Okay, hold on. Y'all. This damn phone is crazy as hell, y'all. Stupid ass. Hold on. I don't know what T-Mobile phone be doing, y'all. I just really don't. Hold on. I'm trying to get this phone. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Hold on. It's doing all this weird stuff. It must be hacked. Okay, let me see if I can go to this back to this. This is a daggone trip. Let's go back to that again. Gosh. Okay, let me go back to it right here. So as I was saying, I said Nicki Minaj also had some words with Ray J, and I'll tell you guys about that as well. Okay, now as I was saying about Wack 100, they just said that they were actually in a fight. However, we know they were just in a verbal altercation, okay? And they did bump chest and got up in each other's face, but it wasn't like a real fight. Anyway, they did say it was broken up before it got serious. Now, Ray J told Wack 100 that he was rushed. He was rushed by 8 people when he went to leave the party. This did not sit well with the West Coast fixture. Wack 100 went off on Justin Combs, King Combs, and Quincy Brown. He issued a warning against them, and he also suggested that there would be, or it could be, some retaliation. Wack 100 told Ray J, it's on. That is what it's going to be. One of the other people on the cat urged Wack 100 to cool down, since the Combs family is dealing with a lot of personal problems, issues. However, Wack 100 did not back down. Hold on, this damn thing acting up. Hold on. He said, Wack 100 said, if we run into you, act like it's 1995. Again, he told Diddy's son, if we run into you, act like it's 1995. So anyway, TMZ reports that the altercation happened because Ray J has been very critical of Diddy in his interviews. And Diddy's sons, Justin, King, and Chrissy, was clearly bothered by this, and they decided to confront Ray J. Anyway, Ray J isn't the only one in the music industry that has been critical of Diddy. Wack 100 has been very clear where he stands in regards to Diddy. He predicted that Diddy would end up serving at least 15 years in prison during let me turn this down, during an appearance on No Jumper. He said, I know he will tell everything to the feds for less time in prison, whatever he knows. Top of the pyramid knows what is going on at the top of the pyramid. Wack 100 was also critical of the Combs family leader, which is Diddy, after the footage of him appeared assaulting Cassie. Wack 100 took to Instagram Live to make it clear that he was disgusted by what he saw. He said, use a bitch a wigger, and I hope if whatever happens to you, happens to you. I hope Big Freddie and Debo Eddie strap your ass down. It's going down. You did this. It hasn't been made clear whether Wack 100's promise to get it on will be honored. Ray J made it seem like he didn't want any retaliation against the Combs family, but only time will tell. So what do you guys think about that? And I'm sorry that I had to read this like that, but the thing is that this article has not been edited at all. I mean, they did edit it, but they didn't edit it good. And damn, I don't know what's going on with this damn screen. It's flashing on and off. But I think it's the actual site that I got this from. But anyway, Wack 100 has made a warning, a threat. Okay, he said it's on to Sean Combs' son. He told them, all of his sons, he told them to act like it's 1995. What happened in 1995? What is he talking about? And then he also went in on Diddy when that video showed up where Diddy was beating Cassie and called him a wigger. And he told him he hoped he gets whatever happens to him. You know, he hoped that Big Freddie and Debo Eddie strap his butt down. And he said it's going down. He said, you did this. So he's pretty, he doesn't like Diddy. And he doesn't like what Diddy's been doing. Okay? Period. The Suge Knight era. Okay. Yeah, Ray J definitely better be careful. But also, you say you don't take Wack too serious, so you think he's just tripping? You said they're going to box it out when they run into them. Yeah, they probably will. You say Wack 100 need to sit down, so he's pushing 50. Let me see what he looks like. First, let me read these other comments. Somebody said Wack at his big age should be calling for peace and directing these young people to do what's right. Instead, he's trying to insert himself into some nonsense. Some never learn. Somebody said, yeah, a grown A clown is all he is. Another commenter said his sons are young and immature. They need to go sit down somewhere, and the best they can do is pray and keep praying for their father. They can't fight everyone and say something negative that says something negative about their father. That is just plainly ridiculous. Let's see. And Ricky said they have the same ego and attitude as their nasty dad. thinking they are untouchable. Well, daddy's going to be doing life and they already lost, not knowing how to make any money now that the feds got a hold of it. What they really need to be doing is staying out of the way. Carrot said, I would stand up for my father the same way that they did. We not playing with my family like that. You sound dumb. Remember, Puff got lots of money, and them kids are well off. And if they don't come up with some names and witnesses soon, you know what that means. Ooh, Nashawn said, that's a cute name, Nashawn. Nashawn said, who the F is Ray J? He a clown. Should mind his business. Okay. Trobe said, who the F is taking up for Ray J? Lame A, and who getting in the middle of Diddy Lame A kids? Beef. This getting funnier by the second. Mike said, nah, Wack, we do not need another 95. You're thinking a backwards, dude. Quit it. Kendrick just brought all of Southern California together, and you taking 15 steps back. Not a good look from a grown AG. Moni said, Ray J, stay home and be quiet. Too much heat dealing with Diddy, who is trustworthy to Diddy. David said he is called Wack for a reason. Well, okay, let me see what Wack100 looks like. Hey, Nick the Great Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see what he looks like, because I don't even know what this dude look like. Let's see. Wack100. Let's see what he look like. Pictures. Let's see what this dude look like real quick. Let's see. T-Mobile. He need to sit his old ass down. Y'all right. This I cannot do this. He too old for this. How old is this dude? Yeah, he too old for this, y'all. I'm thinking this dude is young or something. He like what, 50? He need to sit his old ass down for real. Goodness, don't even make no sense. Wack100 like 5'6". His voice is a lot bigger. In those days, there were real fixed fights, not too much shooting back then. Let's see. How old is this man, y'all? For real. Let me see how old this dude is. And how much is his net worth? He was born in 1978. His net worth is $5 million. 88, 98, 2008, 2008, 18, 19. So he 46. Yeah, he too old for that. He look older than 46. Damn, these people be looking rough. Damn, I'm thinking he 50 something. He reminds me of somebody. Say they 40 something or 50 something, but look 60. I'm so damn stupid. For real, these people don't be tripping out and saying they be younger, and I be thinking they older. You know what I'm saying? Goodness. Dang, be having a rough life. I'm thinking this dude is like, for real, I'm thinking that he's like younger. You know what I'm saying? And then when I looked at the picture, I'm thinking he's like older, and he's only 46. Okay. Okay. But he is old enough not to be up here trying to fight. Okay. Once you start getting 40, you need to stop all that fighting. Okay. Because you're middle age. Okay. But anyway, that's a damn trip. So he did send out a warning. He said, what I said, he said. I forgot what he said. But anyway, he sent out a warning to Diddy's son. He was like, we're gonna take it back to 1995, act like it's 1995 if he sees them, I guess. Okay. So hopefully he'll bring his people with him. Okay. And because I'm pretty sure these young dudes are gonna have somebody with them. It's crazy. All right. Oh my gosh. Mm-mm-mm. But he did tell Diddy right regarding Cassie. Okay, for real, for real. I mean, that was plainly ridiculous that daggone video. Okay, so he did say right in regards to that and all this other stuff that they alleged Diddy to be engaging in. You know what I'm saying? That was right. Yeah, buzzers do age well, Jermaine. Okay, they age just like these things right here. Y'all ought to be ashamed of you. What? Creative. Wait a minute, y'all. I got the cough. Hold on. Gosh, man. Oh my goodness. Crater face, huh? Mm-mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Let's put this back up here. Okay. Oh, let me see this right here. They was fight. They be going on everything with Diddy and ever since this stuff happened at Diddy, man. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so we just covered Diddy, Wack 100 warning Diddy's son. Now let me go to another story, y'all, about Diddy. All right, like always. Okay. Anyway, hold on, let me go down here. Let me get that real quick. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. So, you guys remember when Diddy lawyers were asking the courts to um, require all of the accusers to state who they are? Well, they granted that, okay? So, anyway, a woman who accused Sean Diddy Combs of raping her 2 decades ago cannot sue him without revealing her identity. A federal judge ruled in a Wednesday decision whose reasoning could apply to other civil lawsuits against Diddy. All right. U.S. District Judge Mary K. Viscosil in Manhattan said the balance of interests at stake weighs strongly against the plaintiff known as Jane Doe. She cannot continue to use a pseudonym. Judge Mary reasoning could apply to other civil lawsuits that have been or may be filed in Manhattan federal court against the 54-year-old Combs, who also faces criminal ex-trafficking charges there. Of course, he has pleaded not guilty in the criminal case and denied wrongdoing in the civil cases. Doe, a Tennessee resident, said Combs raped her and threatened her life at a Manhattan hotel in 2004 when she was 19. Her lawyers argue that using a synonym, did I say that right, y'all? Was justified because the accusations were highly sensitive. She could face physical and mental harm if named. And Combs' alleged violent behavior created the very conditions that warranted her to be anonymous. Okay. Judge Mary, however, let me make sure I got this lady's name right. Yeah, noted that several accusers, including the singers Dawn Richard and Cassie, whose given name is Cassandra Ventura, have sued Combs under their own names. She also said the Bad Boy record label founder was entitled to investigate Doe's background and credibility, and there was an undeniable public interest in identifying Combs' accusers. Plaintiffs' interest in avoiding public scrutiny or even embarrassment does not outweigh the interests of both Combs and the public in the customary and constitutionally embedded presumption of openness in judicial proceedings, Judge Mary wrote. Indeed, this is the kind of case that furthers the public interest in enforcing legal and social norms. Tony Busby and other lawyers who represent Doe did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Busby also represents many other male and female accusers suing Combs and has said he represents more than 150 victims. So, all of these people, these accusers, might have to reveal themselves. Okay, they may have to do that. Now, in the criminal case, Combs' lawyers also want federal prosecutors to identify his alleged victims, saying it would help Combs respond to other accusers and ease preparation for the scheduled May 5th, 2025 trial. They also said Combs should not have to play a guessing game, one made all the more challenging by the onslaught of baseless allegations that desperate plaintiffs are lodging at him, for the most part without saying who they are, and civil suits designed to obtain a payoff. As we know, Combs was arrested on September the 16th and is being jailed in Brooklyn. He is appealing his detention. So, what do you guys think about that? Do you think that the accusers, the judge, should have granted? Do you think the judge did right when she required one of the accusers to reveal who she is? And if she does not reveal who she is, then the judge said that she will dismiss the case. So, do you think that judge is correct in what she did? One commenter said, I believe everybody should come forward, filling up that federal courtroom so his butt could feel the work coming from God, while the devil in his ear telling him he can't get away with everything and anything. People, please move forward to federal court. Let's see. And then Big Papa said they would rather sue, though. Okay, then he started laughing. Okay, so Float said, write a list of people not suing Diddy. It will be shorter. My man, HOLE, was a little tender 20 years ago. I think I too was Diddied. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Mary said, listen, I am not a P. Diddy fan to start with, but all these accusers waiting 20 to 30 years to come forward and want to remain anonymous is BS. He has a right to know who they are. Again, I am not defending this man. Too much evidence for him to deny. Our law system sucks. Let's see. Somebody said you can't just accuse and charge somebody of something without proof. So how could you be anonymous? Let's see. So you said yes, I think it is the right decision. Tony Mann said, yeah, revealed to the public or courts. I think it should be revealed to the courts and to him. I really do. Because again, like somebody was saying, he needs to know who's suing him. Okay, so his lawyer can do his work with trying to defend him. That way he can go look up these people, check out all their credibility, just like they just said, look at their backgrounds and things like that. If he doesn't know who these people are, how can he defend himself? So I think they should, the courts, I think they made the right decision. I think that Judge Mary, I think she should require this for all of these people. Everybody should reveal themselves. if they want to sue him, point blank. But they should just keep it in the courts and don't make it public. Right, but then remember I just read that they are asking the same thing in the federal. Let me go back to it because I forgot what I just read. So they said in the criminal case, Combs' lawyers also want federal prosecutors to identify his alleged victims, saying it would help Combs respond to other accusers and ease preparation for the scheduled court date, May the 5th, 2025. So in the federal case too, I mean, not in the criminal case, they also want the alleged victims to be identified. So Combs can prepare for everything and he can respond to other accusers, point blank. So we're going to see if they're going to do that as well. I think everybody should be identified. I really do, especially in the lawsuits. In both cases, I really think everybody should be identified because you need to know who's saying stuff about you, and you need to know, who is filing these lawsuits so you can prepare, And if people, especially in the civil stuff, if they're telling the truth anyway, I mean, why wouldn't you want him to know who you are? Cassie revealed herself, so did Don. Little Rod, he revealed himself. So I don't understand why all these other people can't, reveal themselves. So I think the judge did make the right decision, and hopefully, like I said before, it apply to all of the other civil lawsuits that he has. As far as in the federal criminal case, I still say the same thing. I think everybody needs to reveal themselves, point blank. But it should just be in the court. It shouldn't necessarily come out to the public. You see what I'm saying? The public don't need to know this, but the court should know this, and hopefully nobody leaks it. And the judge should make some type of stipulation. I think I'm using the right word, or maybe she can make some type of you can't, if you leak this information, something, you'll get a fine or something like that. So that's what she should do. Oh, okay. So it will be in the criminal case, the names will be revealed during discovery anyway. Okay. When they have the evidence and all that stuff. Because yesterday, remember, we looked up the word discovery in criminal law. And it's when the lawyer go get evidence and things like that to support prosecuting him or defending him. Okay. So yeah, I think the judge did the right thing. I really do. All right. So let's go ahead, and so does most of you guys in this chat. Let's see. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next story. Okay. This allergy of mine is acting up tonight. Hold on, y'all. And like I said before, if she does not reveal herself, her case will be dismissed. Okay, let's see here. What did they say? Yeah, that one woman, the one I just told you about, Jane Doe, she has to reveal herself, reveal her identity, or her suit will be dismissed. Point blank. So the judge says the woman must file a complaint in her own name by November the 13th, 2024, or the case will be thrown out of court. So she has until the 13th of November to file a complaint in her own name, okay, or it will be thrown out. Let's see what these people are saying. Okay, so a lot of people are agreeing with this judge, okay? Paula said, and I have been saying this from the beginning, and that goes for all of the accusers, and have some kind of proof. So tired of that Me Too SHIT, and people just automatically getting paid. And I agree with her. You definitely need to reveal yourself, period. And you need to have some type of proof. Anybody shouldn't just be able to go file charges and they just don't have no proof. You should have proof, some type of proof that this person did whatever you are accusing them of. So let's see, not to the public, at least not until the trial. I agree. If Diddy gets out of jail, he's going to be able to afford women. What? If Diddy gets out of this, all he's going to be able to afford is ugly women at his freak offs from now on. Okay? You so crazy, Jermaine. Bet some won't want to reveal themselves and just drop it. You know they are. Some people are not going to reveal themselves and they're going to be like, forget it. Because they probably was lying in the first place. Some of them are lying. David said the only evidence they got on this man is domestic violence. And that's what I see. So another commenter in all caps said, really, you and all the others, if you're going to destroy this man's life, career, and family, what's your name? 20 years later, probably nothing but an angry person who was made promises to and it never happened. Next time you decide to give your ASS away, make sure you get a contract first. Just throw that case out the door. She is full of SHIT. Next case, come on. Keep doing your job. Find something real. Okay. Okay. So Erica said, why are you hiding your identity? Give your name so you can move forward. Okay. J Lo said, show your lying faces. No, show your lying faces. Sit on the stand. Face Diddy. Talk to the nation. What you ashamed of? Don't cry now. False informing is a crime. Case dismissed. Next. Moose said, stand up and say your name with pride and show the world what you really mean. Deborah said, that's just so wrong. She would be 6 feet under if they do. Okay. So it is what it is. I'm glad that the judge is requiring this person to reveal herself, okay, point blank. And all of the other ones need to do the same thing, period. Okay. I believe he is. That 140 weight limit going up to at least 250 pounds. It is. Maybe even up to 300. And he has the GUN charges. None of his sons don't want to take that fall for them. That's true, Geef. That is true. Hold on for a minute, y'all. My allergies messing up. Hold on. Yeah. Dang. Okay. I can barely breathe tonight, y'all. This damn allergy is tripping out. Okay. So again, I think the judge did the right thing. A lot of other people agree. Most of the chat is agreeing to that as well. Yeah, if you're gonna do a lawsuit, you need to show who you are, point blank, so people can be able to do their defense in the most productive way, point blank. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next thing. So she has until November the 13th, I think. I said the 12th or either. I think I said the 13th to reveal her name. Okay, point blank. And if she doesn't, her case will be dismissed. So that's the trip. Okay. So the next story is about the New York City grand jury hearing new evidence on Diddy's case. Okay, let me go to that one. Hold on for a second. I got to find it, y'all. Forgot what I did with it. Let's see. And while I'm looking for that, guys, did y'all know that Sean Diddy Combs publicly disrespected Shaka Khan? And what he did is start screaming in her face. That I remember hearing that story once before. Let me see what he said real quick. And why was he screaming in her face, I wonder? So let's see. So they got, wait a minute, hold on. Let's see. Let's see here. So Shaka Khan's, hold on. Hold on, let me go on down and see. So they said when Sean Diddy Combs posted an apology following the release of footage of him assaulting Cassie, Shaka Khan's daughter responded. In a comment on the post, Indira Khan noted that she was, if I said her name wrong, I'm sorry, but she noted that she was happy to see Diddy face repercussions. She detailed a time that he shouted in her mother's face at an event. So let's see. So when Sean Diddy Combs posted an apology to Cassie a couple months ago, Shaka Khan's daughter made it clear that she saw no value in his apology. She said, "I'm glad this is happening to you. You got in my mom's face and publicly disrespected her, yelling and screaming like a lunatic. A lunatic." She said, "When my little brother tried to get you out of my mother's face, your security jumped my 19-year-old brother. These may be your dark days, but I'm singing and dancing, watching your demise." And then she did a what's the name of Shaka Khan and said, "Isn't it great, Mom?" Now this incident took place in the late 1990s. So let's see. I'm trying to find out exactly what he said. So they didn't go into exact details what he said, but he just started screaming in Shaka Khan's face like a lunatic. And clearly, her daughter still teed off about that. And I think this happened way back in the 90s, the late 90s. Because the brother was 19 years old back during that time. So that was in the 90s. I can't believe she's still mad after all this time. Yeah, even Shaka Khan wouldn't go into the details about what Diddy said, when he was screaming in her face and why he did it. So that's a damn trip. But I'm pretty sure if I looked it up, I can probably find it out. So let's just say they're reading out the week so Diddy can have a little more money to pay off his attorneys. Okay? I don't think his money is an issue. Wouldn't Gene Deal be liable for some of this stuff too? I think so. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I want to see what he said to I want to see what Diddy said to Shaka Khan. Let me see if I can find that real quick. Let's see what he said to Shaka Khan back then, y'all, real quick. Let's see if we can find that. Let me see. What did Diddy say to Shaka Khan when he was screaming in her face? Let's see here if they tell us. Let's see what they say here. Let's see if she goes into strict details. She just said he was yelling in her face like a lunatic. But what for? Let's see. But let's see. They won't say, y'all. They won't say. All they do is talk about Combs security jumping her brother. Period. Yeah, I don't see anything still. Dang. Let's see if I can find another real quick. Let's see. Why do they not tell exactly what people say? And we know they're not going to play it right there. Let's say. I don't see anything in what I can't see. They're not showing what he said. They just keep on saying the same thing that he got in Shaka Khan's face and start screaming and yelling. And then his security came over there once her son, confronting him, obviously. Then Diddy's security came over there and jumped the son. And I don't see anything else about that. That's crazy. Did y'all hear about that before? Who's who? Courtney. What did I say? Her Shaka Khan's daughter is named India, something like that. Or Indira, India, or something like that. I don't know who Courtney is. Did I say something about Courtney? Okay, let me see. Let me go ahead and find that other thing I was going to talk about. So anyway, I was saying that New York grand jury is hearing new evidence in Sean Diddy Combs' federal case. Let's see what that is. Let's see what that new evidence is, y'all. Tonight live is going to be kind of like like this because my allergy is messing up, y'all. Okay, I can barely damn breathe. Let's see. So anyway, they said that the federal grand jury in the Southern District of New York is expected to hear new testimony tomorrow or today. A federal grand jury in New York is hearing new evidence this week as part of the investigation into Sean Diddy Combs. Attorney R.E.M. Mitchell told NBC News on Wednesday that a male client of hers is testifying before a grand jury in the Southern District of New York on Thursday. Hold on. A source familiar with the grand jury's proceedings confirmed that a male is expected to testify Thursday. Combs' legal team did not immediately respond to a request for comment. A spokesperson for the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment. Of course, like I said before, Combs has pleaded not guilty to charges of racketeering, trafficking, and transportation to engage in the oldest profession of the world. Assistant U.S. Attorney Emily Johnson said at a hearing this month that a superseding indictment could affect the length of his trial, which is expected to begin May the 5th. Combs is being held at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center. His legal team is seeking to appeal his detention, which has been denied twice by two separate judges. Okay, let's see here. We're not going to read this other stuff because it's going back over his other lawsuits. Okay. But anyway, this is going to be a trip. So I guess we'll know about that later on today. Okay. What this person is saying and things like that. So this is a male that's getting ready to go testify, I guess. Let's see here. Somebody said, don't believe everything you read here until you see the evidence yourself. Remember the rule of law, innocent until proven guilty. Let's see. Somebody said, dude, you never getting out. It just, somebody said, shitty Diddy. You listen, it depends on what this dude is getting ready to say. It depends on if they have proof. It just depends on a lot of stuff. It really does. Okay. So he's testifying today. Okay. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure you still got to have your evidence, proof, evidence, proof. Okay, because you can testify all you want to, but you have to make sure that you have that proof. You have to bag up whatever you are saying. Whatever accusations you are claiming, you have to bag that up with proof. Now, I wonder who this male is and what he's going to say, though. So, new evidence is going to be heard later on today. And so, hopefully, later on tonight, we will know what it is. And since it's in that federal case, the criminal case, I wonder what it is, y'all. What do you think it is? They said allegedly it's a male, and it's new evidence. I wonder what type of evidence this is. I wonder what kind of evidence do you guys think that could be, that this male is going to have? And it's going to help with Sean Combs, the investigation into Sean Combs. It's going to help with that. So I wonder what type of evidence does this male have? What will he say? He might have evidence that to support the racketeering or the kidnapping. He possibly could have that. Like he could have audio of him talking. Because Little Rod claimed that he had videos or audios. Y'all remember when I was talking about that? That's what he claimed. I wonder if this male is Little Rod. I think that, I don't know, is that Little Rod who had that flash drive? It could be him. Or it could be this dude right here. If this person, if this is true, and this person coming in has any audio or a video, that's going to be effed up. Let me see who that guy is that has Diddy's flash thing. Let's look and see. Let's see if I can look that up. Hold on, let me see. Who is the guy who has Diddy's flash drive? No, I didn't ask that. Damn. Hold on. Who is the guy who has Diddy's? Not my ass cannot talk, y'all. Let's see. Diddy's. Sound like I said Diddys. This damn thing keep on typing all this stuff on you. Let's see. Can't type either. Let's see. Let's see who got this real quick. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see it. But I thought it was Little Rod. Wait, Kim's diary entries were contained on a flash drive, which a celebrity friend of hers had given to him. So who is that celebrity friend? I remember talking about this. Let's see who that is. Okay, let's see. Shit. Chris Todd. No. That's the publisher. And he used the pseudonym as Jamal T. Millwood. Okay. Let's see who the guy is with the flash drive. I don't know. I don't see it. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, that's not that right there. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Let's see. I don't know who it was. But I do remember that Little Rod also said that he had a video or audio of Diddy talking about ex trafficking and other stuff. Who is that person who has that flash drive? They won't say the name here, but I remember talking about this. I just don't see the guy's name. I forgot his name. But anyway, it may be him. Okay, it may be him, the dude that you're talking about, Keith. Keith, who's that guy that has? Okay, didn't the source come out saying he get? Yes, that's the one. I'm trying to look for his name right now, but I can't remember his name. But it may be him who's coming into um, the grand jury tomorrow or today. Kim shared a throat. Let's see. Let's see here. I don't see it on here, but I remember when we was talking about it. Let's see. With a close friend. So it could be that person. It really could be. But I guess we will see if they tell us who it is. But again, if that person has physical evidence to back up the accusations, the ex trafficking, the kidnapping, or any other weird stuff that he allegedly engaged in, this is going to be a trip. It's going to be like a trip for Diddy, point blank. That's going to be a hot ass mess, actually. But anyway, like I said in this little article, today the grand jury, the New York grand jury, is hearing new evidence in Sean Diddy Combs' federal case. And allegedly it is supposed to be a male. And we're thinking that it could either be the dude who said he had the flash drive, or it could be Little Rod, because he also said he has some either video or either an audio, or it could be Gene Deal. I don't know. It could be any one of these people, or it may be somebody different. The source is going to be testifying along with Big Gene, and the source was saying that Jay-Z going to get indicted on something like that. Wow, really? This whole case is about to be a hot ass mess for real. Okay, especially if certain people are on videos doing illegal crimes. Point blank. That's crazy. So tomorrow, later on today, hopefully I'll find out and I'll let you guys know. All right. Let's see what else we got from Diddy. Okay, I think we covered everything that I wanted to cover with Diddy so far. But damn, that is a trip, y'all. Hold on, let me make sure. Diddy. Let's see. And that's a hot ass mess. I wish I could have found out what he said to Shaka Khan. That is crazy. And did y'all know that what's that dude's name? 6ix9ine or whatever? Hold on, let me get his thing. He is in the same jail that Diddy is in. He was arrested. I know y'all heard about that already. So let's see. He was picked up on Tuesday. And the reason why he was picked up is because he violated his terms of his release, which is stupid. And they say he could be facing prison time for it. As you know, 6ix9ine took a plea deal in 2019 following an indictment with fellow gang members on charges of racketeering, narcotics trafficking, and firearm offenses. Not only did he plead guilty to the charges, but he also cooperated with the feds and snitched on his fellow gang members, including his former manager, who is currently serving a 15-year prison term. 6ix9ine, whose real name is Danielle, not Danielle, it's Daniel Hernandez, was initially facing 47 years in prison for his involvement with the gang, but he ended up being released on 5 years of probation. So he was required to check in with his probation officer and was not allowed to take drugs. But of course, he violated his terms of his probation. And they did notify him 2 weeks before he got arrested about that violation. And he did turn himself in to the U.S. Marshals after a New York judge ordered his arrest after showing up to court an hour late for his hearing. This boy is irresponsible. He also tested positive for meth, which he believed could be a false positive because the rapper is taking Adderall. He also failed to show up for another random drug test on separate occasions, which is another violation, and also performed in Las Vegas without permission from his PO officer. And like I said, him and Diddy are in the same jail. All right. Period. So I don't know. When these people get on probation, I don't know why they be violating their probation and end up going back to jail. It's plainly stupid. You would think that if you are on probation, you would do everything right so you won't be ending back up in jail. That's dumb. Goodness. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out, with him as well. But he is in the same jail as Diddy. Okay, let's go back here and do this. And like I was telling you guys, let me switch to this real quick because I forgot to tell you what Nicki Minaj did. Okay, she did call out Ray J for making jokes about the Diddy allegations. All right, let's see what she said. Hold on. So Nicki Minaj criticized Ray J for making light of the allegations that have been made against Diddy. And then she went in on a comment Ray J made about ASS, ES's being taken in the music industry, butts being taken in the music industry. She was not amused by his comment, and she asked Ray J whether it was something he wanted to stand by. She said, "Do you think that's funny? You seem like you're joking about it when there are several people traumatized." Then Ray J clarified that he does not intend to make light of experiences that the alleged Diddy victims went through. He claimed to be on the same side as Nicki, but ran into pushback yet again when he asserted that he knows shady activities are being conducted behind closed doors. Man, hold on. And then Nicki Minaj asked him whether he's been in the room when butts were taking. And then Ray J said he has not. And then Ray J tried to point to different examples of shady practices that he caught wind of, but Nicki Minaj was not having it. She threatened to leave the Instagram live chat if Ray J continued to make unfounded claims. Nicki also requested a second time that Ray J stop joking about the Diddy's case. The whole exchange was a bit scattered and incoherent. Ray J tried to defend himself from Nicki Minaj criticism, but he ultimately relented. He even apologized to the rapper. So there you go. That's what he did with Nicki Minaj. That's what Nicki Minaj said. Um, a commenter said Ray J is just mad because nobody wanted to take his big old butt. Let's discuss victims. Justin Bieber is no victim. If they convict a 12-year-old boy to life behind bars, then I feel like Justin Bieber at 15 was old enough to make his own decisions and should be accountable for his own actions. Who is this person right here that keep on taking up for Diddy? Goodness. And then he said, how is it that the courts denied Diddy's request for a gag order, but grant Brian Kohlberger, one who is being accused of brutalities and murder against 4 college students? You got a point there. They granted his, but then denied Diddy's gag order. But that may work okay in Diddy's favor. Remember we was talking about that yesterday? That may work in his favor because, as Jermaine was saying last night, if the jurors get a hold of all this information about these lawsuits and all this other stuff, Cassie's video and all this other stuff, Diddy's team could say that all of this information that they know, it could make them be basically prejudiced against him and automatically assume that he is guilty and then reach a verdict of guilty, of him being guilty based on all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Versus on hearing the evidence that they have in actual court. And so if that happens, then it could be a possible mistrial. So we'll see. So like I said before, the gag order, the judge denying that gag order may work in Diddy's favor. We'll just see. Did you? Okay. Okay. So it could work for, it could work favorably for Diddy. We will see. Just never know. But anyway, I don't think anyone should be joking about that entire situation, because if he did do anything to people, then that's no joking matter. And it's just no joking matter anyway, because if he's doing all this weird shit, something is wrong with him mentally as well. You know what I'm saying? So it really isn't a joking matter at all. So I agree with Nicki Minaj. Right. It taints the jury. Okay. It makes them automatically assume that Diddy is guilty before they really even see actual proof or anything else. Really? Goodness. Doing what? Who is Eva Combs? And this is, I don't even know if this is real. Okay, we're not even gonna read this because I believe somebody. Let's see who this is right here.
Shell. He'd adopted a white girl named Ava during the pandemic. When Diddy first introduced Ava as his adopted white daughter, it was random as hell. Nobody knew where she came from.
Oh, they talking about the adopted
He even went
daughter.
live on Instagram, parading her around like some new accessory.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
Let me show y'all
What's
this.
your last name?
Ava.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Eva Baroni Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But something wasn't quite right. Ava showed up in a video saying this.
So, I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and sleep.
It's like she was reading from a script. It was weird, to say the least, but everyone kind of shrugged it off. I mean, Diddy was a big deal back then, untouchable. He could do no wrong, or so we thought. But fast forward to now, and things are looking dark. The feds are pulling back the curtain on Diddy's secret life, and it's worse than we could have imagined. According to them, some seriously shady stuff was going down involving Ava, and Diddy did the most to cover it all up. We're talking about allegations of SA, freak-offs, and more. And apparently this has been going on for a minute, but now that everything's coming out, we can see the signs were there all along. During that same live, Diddy kept going on and on about how he adopted her the right way, how he got permission from her mom, and how it was all legit. That's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody. You want to get it clear. No one even asked, but he was out here explaining himself like he was caught red-handed. Oh, and let's not forget about Uncle Gene Deal, Diddy's ex-bodyguard who's been dropping bombs about Diddy for years. This man has been spilling the tea on Diddy's dirty deeds since the 90s, and it looks like he's got more to say about Ava's situation.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this.
According to Uncle Gene, Diddy's adoption of Ava was sketchy from the jump. And now, with all this new info coming to light, it's clear Diddy's got a lot to answer for. But it's not just him. Word is, there are some high-profile celebs and officials who are about to get dragged into this mess too.
Yo, there's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him.
Wow, Agif.
Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got budgets and everything on him. But he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN. It's keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
What's even more disturbing is that this isn't some new revelation. Apparently, everyone in the industry has known about Diddy's shady behavior for years. People just kept quiet because Diddy had that kind of power. He wasn't afraid to threaten people, and rumor has it he's made people disappear more than once. That's probably why he's been denied bail twice, even after offering up $50 million and putting his mom's house on the line. The authorities aren't playing around. They know Diddy's got enough power to silence witnesses, and they're not taking any chances. The worst part, the stuff they're digging up now isn't just about Ava's disappearance. The feds are looking into allegations of underage girls being involved in some pretty disturbing activities at Diddy's house. And yeah, they're searching for photos, videos, anything that might prove what went down. The deeper they dig, the darker it gets.
Now, what they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage in a context, like they will act. That's what they're looking for. So now they're gonna go through all those devices. If somebody got any kind of weird that they got little kids or little girls or something like that in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos that they took out of there.
According to him, Diddy wasn't ever really about that adoption life. He might have used Ava for a quick PR stunt to make himself look good during the pandemic, but once the cameras stopped rolling, she was out. Just like that, Ava didn't just disappear on her own. Gene suggests that Diddy was up to some seriously dark stuff behind the scenes. Honestly, it's hard to believe how far Diddy went to hide the truth about Ava. And now, it's all unraveling. What seemed like a random, out-of-the-blue adoption is turning into one of the biggest scandals the industry has ever seen. People are starting to come forward, and the receipts are piling up. And the latest? Ava has vanished. No posts, no updates, no sign of her anywhere. It's like she was wiped off the grid, and things are starting to look seriously shady. And now Jaguar Wright cranked the drama up to 11. She's not just talking, she's showing. Let's break it down.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what's up. This shit
Let's
just
stop
got
this.
dark. Apparently, A-list celebrities are.
Okay, so I didn't even know he adopted a daughter. You know, I the first time me hearing about this, her name is what? Ava Combs, right? Maybe he told her to lay low and don't be in the public. Maybe he told her to do that before he got arrested and stuff. Now, is this her right here on Instagram? This is her right here. What do they mean they don't see where she's at? Let's see when the last time she posted. She just posted. Is this the same lady? She just posted on October the 13th. If this is the same girl right here, this is her right here on Instagram. Let me see if they say anything about Diddy. Yeah, this is the same girl. And no, this is not Diddy. This is the same girl right here. So, I tell you, that's why it's good to investigate stuff, y'all. I think this is the same chick right here on Instagram. I think this is her right here, Ava Combs. Let me look down further on her pictures. If she did have anything up here on Diddy, she took it all down. Let's see, this is 2020. Yeah, I think this is her. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think this is her right here. And if this is her, she posted on here on the 13th of October. Unless it's October 2020. No, it's this year. This is her right here. And she just posted this. So I don't know why they saying that she's missing on the internet. That's crazy. I don't know why they saying that. Let me see what else they got here on her. Let me go over here and look at this again. Yeah. Let me see if this is her. Yeah, I think that's the same girl. I'm not sure. So they said her parents were friends with Kim Porter. Okay. Yeah, let's see here. And they said it sounded like she was reading from script. I don't know about that. I mean, he probably did rehearse with her what to say. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I can't say. Well, it's hard to say. And this is them when they was little. Yeah, I think that is her. Yeah, because she was just a little girl back then. This is her when she was a little girl. Well, I'm not going to show you that picture because I want to show them the kids. But yeah, but I just showed you when she got grown. And they said that could have been a part of a skit when he did that little thing. And so her parents, Ava's parents, were close with Kim Porter, okay, point blank. And he did that in 2020, I guess. But she met Combs twins when she was 6 months old. So you know what? He been knowing this little girl in the family for a long time, okay? Because the parent was friends with Kim Porter. All right. And she called the twins her sisters. You know, Diddy's twin girls. So they grew up together somewhat. They was friends all the way from the time that she was 6 months old, I believe. They got all sorts of pictures here. I'm just not going to show them because I try not to show kids pictures on here. Okay. Now, since these allegations have surfaced, though, the parents of this girl, who is grown now, obviously the girl is grown, they distanced themselves from Diddy. And again, Ava hung out with the twins when they were kids and as they grew up, point blank. So online, they try to make it sound like he just randomly picked up this girl, which is not true. And then you know what? And they said it was a skit. That's what I'm saying. That's why you always got to investigate everything on social media. That was a skit that he did. Why are they putting these videos up like this was actually true? They said TMZ confirmed that the video was merely a skit. So again, the mom, parents, or whatever was friends with Kim Porter. All right. And Ava basically grew up with Kim Porter's twins. They was friends and stuff. And then that video was allegedly a skit. Okay, point blank. So there you go. That's why you always got to research everything. And she just posted a post in October with her boyfriend or whomever that is. That's what she just did. Okay. Okay, that was a trip, y'all. So Ava is not missing, as they just said. Okay, so let me see what else I got here, y'all. How long we been on here? We've been on here for an hour and 27 minutes. Okay, so let's hurry because it's 2:42 a.m. I'm just looking at all this stuff. This is a trip, all the stuff they be having, and then they be lying. That's why it's good to search stuff, to research things. Okay. So here we go. I think that's going to be it with this Diddy news today. Let's go ahead and move on because I did the Wack 100, Diddy's Accusers. I basically have covered everything. I did the new evidence on Diddy's case. Of course, we don't know what the evidence is yet because it'll be coming up later on today when this person comes in and testify with some new evidence, I guess. I'm thinking it's to do with the flash drive, or either it could be Little Rod. It could just be almost anybody, honestly. Could be Little Rod because he said that he also had audio or a video of Diddy talking about racketeering and the prostitution stuff and all that. That's what he said. Okay. Let me tell you some updated news about Lil Durk. They said that Lil Durk is reportedly in great spirits in Miami prison. Okay, so there you go. He's doing okay, just in case you guys are wondering. Okay, now I want to go ahead and show you guys. And let me let y'all know that they claim that Little Durk also knew the feds were coming. Okay, just to let you guys know that. Let me let y'all hear this real quick. If they're not playing music, hold on.
Dirk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, masks, and firearms that were used to find, I'm gonna look into that too. Kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Dirk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley. Dirk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Dirk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley.
Dirk so they did not tell me anything that this says, okay? So let me stop this. I think that he did know the feds was coming. That's why he was trying to leave, and that's why he did all those different flights, schedules and things like that. So I think he definitely knew that the feds were coming. Okay, that's why he was trying to go somewhere else so he wouldn't be touched. However, the place he was trying to go, if he was actually trying to do that, I mean, they could have still, came over there and extradited him and stuff like that. So, but I do feel like he knew that the feds were coming for him. How could he not know? Okay, I will. Thanks, Tony Vance. Okay, thank you. He even said it in one of his songs. Okay. Let's see what some of these commenters are saying. Okay, let me go down here. Somebody said he also booked 2 different flights. One was Switzerland. Man was going to take a private jet to Italy, but was caught an hour before his takeoff. He knew they were coming, of course. But I don't know why these people always wait till the last minute to do stuff. He should have been did this. And also he should have kept his mouth closed. Okay. That's on everything. And he should have researched where he was trying to go to make sure that United States of America can extradite him. Period. Somebody said, wow, I read that and he had a trip to Dubai, but he didn't get on it. So when it was time for the Dubai trip, Switzerland, he waited and probably sent someone to the airport to see if Fez lookalikes was there. But Fez got him before Italy flight. He should have texted. They say, yep, the Feds was listening to that man spill all his crimes he committed and bragging about all the illings he was involved in on a wiretap. They had enough of evidence to pull him in a year ago, but they decided to keep listening, building a case until that murder for hire hit. That was the icing on the cake. Ain't nobody ever beat a federal charge. He would get life. The feds don't come after you unless they got a 98% conviction. First of all, he shouldn't be texting nothing because he shouldn't have been talking. All right? Point blank. He shouldn't have been saying anything. Okay. Somebody said he need to do his time. Ain't no excuse to put a hire for, hit on somebody. Hopefully he get life. He ain't no different than those behind that wall doing serious time for smaller crimes. Somebody said, I still scream innocent until proven guilty. Get like Trump. No matter what they threw at him about all the charges, he screamed, I'm innocent, until they literally showed him hard evidence. Dirk needs to stand his ground. Okay. And somebody say, he is on wiretap talking about it and bragging about the illing. Feds was listening to that boy for 2 years, building a case. They got way more on him than just that murder for hire charge. For 2 years, feds knew who voice is who's on the tape along with each conversation. And that's why he shouldn't have been talking. Why would you be talking about anything that you did when it comes to something like that? He shouldn't have been talking. I don't know why people do that. Talk too much, telling people their business, it's just plainly ridiculous. Don't be telling people your shit when you know you're doing illegal stuff. Don't say nothing. And when you want to leave, you should be leaving a long time ago. As soon as you realize that the feds was watching, or you had some type of, feeling that the feds are watching, I'm telling you, he should have been gone. Point blank. He should have been gone. Let's see. Thank you, Tony. I'm going to check this out. And then I'll talk about this tomorrow. Baby mama, huh? Yeah, I'm about to watch this. Thank you for sending that to me, Tony. Thank you so much. And then I'll discuss that tomorrow when I finish watching that and stuff. But that whole entire thing is a trip. Right, you shouldn't. You should keep that to yourself because why would you be telling somebody about your illegal activities? Like when you be having those freak offs and stuff and you be doing whatever you do, you don't need to be telling nobody nothing. Oh, he couldn't leave. He knew they were watching him. His lawyer told him. I think he should have just kept his mouth closed. Okay, if you don't talk, no one have any. They wouldn't have this information. Okay, just don't talk. It's too late now, but he should have kept his mouth closed. You cannot be trusting your people. Okay, you just can't trust these people, especially if they've been incarcerated or even if they haven't been incarcerated. I just wouldn't have been talking about it because you can't trust people. People will be talking to the damn feds behind your back, got a whole wire and everything else on. You know what I'm saying? Because the feds will approach people. You know what I'm saying? And convince them to do certain things. Especially if they have some type of evidence on them that would get them locked up. And people will turn on you. The lawyer also thought he was going to get picked up at his birthday bash. Wow. When was his birthday bash? I think that's the time he should have left. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? He should have left around that time. Well, a lot of people are calling for his release. Burna Boy appears to call for Little Durk's release with a series of controversial statements. Let's see what he said here. Let's see what Burna Boy said. Let's see what Burna Boy said. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Let's see what he said. Let's see. Wait. Let's see. So they said that Burna Boy, okay, who is a Nigerian rapper, he seems to be joining the protesters thanks to collections of statements from Instagram stories. It says the streets ain't what it used to be. He began. The old rules no longer apply. The way I see it, everybody is a civilian now. No more sliding. Just sue your ops to court and take their money. According to Within Nigeria, this seems to be in relation to a conflict with contemporary Speed Darlington. Burna reportedly filed a petition against him for cyber stalking. Okay, let's see. So what did he see? Okay, so he said the streets ain't what it used to be. The old rules no longer apply. The way I see it, everybody is a civilian now. No more sliding. Just sue your ops to court and take their money. And then in another Instagram story, Burna Boy would champion the release of Little Durk. He said, "Free Smirk." All of these comments stirred up some debate amongst the internet, with it being caused by some discrediting of Burner's words. In general, those non-believers don't think he's street enough to be talking about gangs. Okay, so a lot of people was going against him. How do they know what he used to do? Back in Nigeria, okay, Burna Boy was arrested for attempted murder. Okay, back in 2010. All right, so I think he does know about street stuff. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. People be talking stuff, don't even know what they're talking about. I've been knowing about Burna Boy because he's Nigerian, and a lot of people that I know listen to him and stuff like that and know about his background. So he does have street cred. Just because you don't see him all over the news doing the most, it doesn't mean he don't know what he's talking about. Okay. Let's see what some of these people are saying here. Somebody said lock him up too. He's guilty of something. These people crazy. Okay. There's a lot of racist people in here too. Somebody said who would take him seriously? Anything some FOOL man that calls himself Burner Boy. And then somebody else, another commenter said, I guarantee that man has accomplished way more in life than you ever will. And he has, for real. That's on everything. Okay, but anyway, um, that's what he said. It is what it is. Okay. Last week, check out her page. Shay, she went all over documents of this case. I'm about to check her out. The lawyer. Okay. Thank you, Tony Mans. This is crazy though, man. Okay. So I will check that out for tomorrow's live. Let me screenshot that so I can remember. And we'll talk about him a little bit more. Let's check that, do that right there. I'll do that for tomorrow live. Okay. So Burner Boy in his comment. All right. Let me take this. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Okay, let me go ahead and give you guys the little boy, 12 years old, who is left permanently blind. Okay, let me switch this up here so y'all can know what I'm talking about now. I didn't even do the titles. I forgot, but it's cool because I always tell you guys what I'm talking about. Where is it at? Let's see. So let me just do this real quick. Okay, so a 12 and donuts. Isn't that crazy? Plain hamburgers and donuts. Okay, donuts, I mean. Let's see here. So he do live in USA. He had autism and he struggled to eat many foods because he did not like the texture of them. Okay. So he started first having eye problems earlier this year. He had vision darkening in the mornings and in the evenings, and it only improved a little bit during the day. So his parents took him to get his eyes checked. They did not see any issues at that time. Within 6 weeks, he could no longer walk without leaning on his parents for support, and he often stumbled into doors and walls. One night he woke up screaming because he could not see. The little boy was rushed to the hospital where doctors discovered his poor diet had left him dangerously low on nutrients that are crucial for healthy eyesight. They put him on supplements and feeding therapy, but the doctors say the boy may have lost his eyesight permanently. So they said the doctors at Boston Children's Hospital said the boy has avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, ARFID, which is an eating disorder affecting about half of autistic children to some extent. So yeah, that's crazy. Okay. They said the boy had no underlying conditions other than autism and ADHD. He also has speech, cognitive, and motor delays. They said 2 days before the little boy was taken to the hospital, his parents noticed his eyes were getting puffy and crust was building around them. The boy's parents told the doctors he was a picky eater and avoided trying new foods. His diet involved just hamburgers, french fries, ranch dressing, glazed donuts, and juice boxes. He also refused to take vitamin pills or gummies because he did not like the texture or taste. He also developed horizontal ridges on his toenails. Okay. So the doctors found that the little boy suffered optic neuropathy, a condition caused by a dysfunction of the optic nerve caused by a lack of certain nutrients. And this disease causes a painless decrease in vision, but if caught early, it can be treated with dietary supplements to replenish the missing nutrients. But if it's left untreated, like it was in this little boy's case, it can lead to optic nerve atrophy, which cannot be reversed. So that's sad news about him. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show you that sometimes you have to make sure kids eat their food. Okay, point blank. And I know it's probably hard because he has autism and stuff, but you got to try. Now this little boy can't even see, along with autism and all the other little stuff that he's, dealing with. Maybe she should have took him to a nutritionist or something, or somebody who specialized in kids who are like this, so they could have helped them, maybe eat or something, the right types of foods. Yeah, when I find it, Tony, I'll probably get it off of TikTok and play it and go from there. Because I'm pretty sure they may have it, on there. This is crazy about this little boy. Gosh, so he's going to be blind. Yeah, that's sad. Anyway, my prayers are extended out to the little boy and his parents and stuff, and hopefully, some miracle will happen where he can get his eyesight back. Because I know, damn, that's sad. So hopefully, he will. So y'all, a mother and 2 children passed on going over Niagara Falls. Okay, safety rail. Let's see what they're saying here. So let's see. Let me turn this off. So a mom and her children passed on after crossing over a safety guardrail at Niagara Falls. Police in New York said. They said this was intentional in nature. And this happened on Monday night at about 9 p.m. Passerbys reported people going into the falls, according to the New York State Trooper. The woman, identified by police as 33-year-old Shanti Means, along with her son and daughter, crossed over a safety guardrail and went over the falls on Luna Island. And the investigation has determined that the incident was intentional in nature, but they do not know what the circumstances are, and it's under investigation. And they've been looking for the mom and her 2 kids, but they cannot find her. The children ages are 9 years old and 5-month-old. And the family lived in that area as well. The hell, 5 months, a baby? So I bet you this mama made these kids walk over that guardrail, and they committed the S word. That's sad. Why do people unalive their kids, man? And they did say it was very intentional. Damn. With a 5-month-old baby. Somebody said, another commenter said, mom may have had postpartum depression. So sad all the way around. I hope the 9-year-old didn't know what was coming. He knew for sure. Somebody said those kids, they trusted her. How in God's name could she commit the ultimate betrayal and step off the edge with them? She would burn in hell. Her soul would never find peace. The children are in his hands now. Somebody said, really? She climbed over a safety railing with two kids at Niagara Falls. No one does that without one thing in mind. What's wrong with you? Not thinking clearly this Wednesday night. That's crazy. Like I said before, these people be doing the most. And I don't know. I don't understand why people always, a lot of times they involve their kids when they were committing the S word, which is plainly ridiculous and not fair. I mean, damn, don't include your kids in this foolishness. I mean, don't do it. You know, they lost their life because his mom, for whatever reason, didn't want to, live. And if she did have postpartum depression, people, maybe her husband, if she has one, or relatives, um, she could have talked to them, I guess. I don't know. But I know one thing, this is never the answer. Goodness. Right, this is crazy. Anyway, my prayers are extended out to the kids' other family members. And my condolences are expressed out to them. And may these two kids rest in peace. Dang, I bet you that baby was screaming in a little 9-year-old boy. That's sad. How can you even do that? You know what I'm saying? Goodness. 6ix9ine is a weirdo, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Let me go to this next story. That is crazy. How long we been on here? Almost at 2 hours, y'all. We're gonna get ready to get out of here, okay? Let me go ahead and tell you guys about these firefighters. And I'm gonna try to tell y'all this little story. If I don't, I'll tell you guys that little scary story later on tonight. So I can't show the picture. I'm gonna tell you right now. They had on triple K costumes, okay? Triple K costumes. Now this happened over there in Canada, I believe. So they said a Halloween party organized by the North Sydney Firefighters Club turned controversial when a group of individuals arrived dressed as the Triple K members. They had on the white robes, pointed hoods, even carried a makeshift cross as they entered the hall. This incident took place on October the 26th, 2024, and has drawn severe criticism from the community, sparking an investigation by Cape Breton Regional Police. According to CBC News, the partygoers' inoffensive costumes were admitted to the party by volunteers who later confiscated the cross and requested the people to remove their hoods. Fire Chief Lloyd McIntosh commented a mistake was made. They were allowed in. They shouldn't have been. And then they also said we made a mistake, and they apologized to any and all of our community who were offended or hurt by our lack of actions. These 4 people are in no way, shape, or form associated with our organization. We promise to be better in the future. So they came there dressed as the Triple Ks and thought that would be a good idea, and they had a cross. That's silly. It wasn't a mistake. They knew that they let these people in on purpose, okay? And everybody knows what this Triple K stand for. One person said that the club did a pathetic apology. They said this is not a mistake. This is blatant racism. They should have never been let in. Apologies are meaningless with no actions behind them. That's what I say. They claim they are investigating this, all right? And they claim they would never intentionally hurt or insult anyone, regardless of race, color, orientation, or religion. They say we spend all of our time trying to do right by the community, and are here to do all we can for anyone. But the thing about it, you should never attend any type of party or anywhere dressed as the Triple Ks or any other group that is similar to them. I mean, it's very distasteful, it's insensitive, it's disrespectful, it's everything negative, and it's certainly racist. So that is a no-no. You know what I'm saying? And then too bad I can't show you the picture. It's a damn hot ass mess. But just imagine in your mind that they were dressed as Triple K. Period. Now, remember yesterday, guys, when I told you that King Von mural was vandalized? Well, today a fan cleans it up. All right. So that's a good thing, and hopefully nobody else don't go and do some weird stuff. And thanks to that fan for cleaning it up because that was plainly ridiculous to do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people do stuff like that. One more story, and then we are getting ready to get out of here, guys. Let me see what else I want. But that that story I just went over a few minutes ago with the Canadian people over there dressed up as at the party, dressed up as Triple K. That's just very damn distasteful all the way around. Period. Let me just tell you about the Menendez brothers. They might be released. Okay. Let me let you guys hear this.
For Tuesday, October 29th. Governor Gavin Newsom announcing the state is funding more than $800 billion into finding long-term solutions to the homeless crisis.
Well, I'm trying to just hear it.
Are getting a portion of money coming out of the state's homeless housing and assistance prevention program.
This is a crisis.
We don't want to hear this. Let me go to Menendez.
Lyle and Eric Menendez.
Look at this. Oh man, I should have did that. Let me see.
ABC10.com.
Let's see.
Governor Gavin Newsom also weighing in on efforts to free convicted killers Lyle and Eric Menendez. Their attorney says he plans to ask to get their conviction reduced to voluntary manslaughter, which will result in them walking out of prison immediately. The brothers are currently serving life sentences without the possibility of parole for the 1989 murders of their parents. Just last week, the LA District Attorney recommended the brothers be resentenced. If a judge agrees, their case would still require the sign-off of the California Parole Board and the governor.
What matters are the facts. What matters is justice and fairness, not treating them any worse because they're celebrities, not treating them certainly any better because they're celebrities.
Their attorney says once a judge is chosen, he will decide whether to file to recall their original conviction. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra was in Sacramento today.
So, who is me? So, what do you guys think about it? Do y'all think they should be released? I don't think they should be released because even though this happened a long time ago and they were younger, it doesn't matter. They unalived their parents, okay? Point blank. So I don't think they should be released, okay? One commenter said, horrible. No justice for the victims. Remember, these were grown-ups who chose not to leave their parents' home and instead sniffed them out. Despite the reasons, there is no reason for murder. This is another reason to vote. We're not going to get into the voting, okay? Anyway. Another commenter said, what a corrupt judicial system. They know there's money sitting in a nest, and every attorney and lawyer up to the governor Newsom are getting a piece of the pie by releasing 2 convicted murderers. Okay, I'm not going to read no political stuff, okay? We're going to go up further. Somebody said, oh, give me an effing break. They shouldn't have unalived their parents and then went on a spending spree for 7 months. What a GD absolute joke they in this entire justice system is. Lupe said, look at these faces. Look at the faces of these 2 men. They brutally unalived their parents. Just because their family wants to release them, it doesn't mean their sentence should be short. I don't think they should be released. I think they should be in prison for the rest of their life. Okay, point blank. Because they took their parents' life. They couldn't finish living for whatever reason. I just think they should stay there, period. It doesn't matter. They unalived their parents. Okay, there's no excuse for that. If they were abused like they claimed they were, they should have just tried to let the police know. They were grown. Let's see how old these boys were. Let's go to their story. Hold on. Okay, let's see how they were. They were 21. There is no excuse for them to unalive their parents if they were abused. Okay, point blank. At 21 years of age, they could have went to the police department and reported all of that. They should have still reported that. And this was back in 1989. Eric was 18, Lyle was 21. And they had kids in prison, everything. Let me stop. Let's see. And a lot of people are asking to free them. Let me look at this some real quick because I don't remember the story all the way. Let's see. Let's look up some. So they said they was fearful of their life after a lifetime of abuse at the hands of their parents, especially extra abuse at the hands of their father. And let me say this again. Yeah, that's bad. It's very bad that their parents did this. Okay. However, at 21 years of age, you can certainly report this crime to the police and have their asses incarcerated, point blank. Even the 18-year-old. There is no excuse. Okay, there is no excuse. They could have reported this. You're not talking about a little 8-year-old or 9-year-old or 10-year-old or 11-year-old or 12-year-old or anything like that. You're talking about a 21-year-old and an 18-year-old. They could have went to the police and told them. Period. You need to type in lowercase, okay? No all caps, because it sounds like you're shouting. Right, throw away the key, point blank, because again, you can't go around unaliving your parents unless it's self-defense. If their parents were abusing and actually abusing them, go to the police. That's what they're there for. Okay, it's fine. But like I said, there's no excuse. You can leave them, Jermaine. There's no excuse, no excuse for unaliving your parents unless it's self-defense. Period. And they claim that they were after their inheritance, but they claim that they unalive in self-defense. Okay? In self-defense, you have to go back and look at this whole entire story. They did find some new evidence in the case. Let's see. And I guess I can do a whole live on this one day this week if I choose to, because there's a lot of stuff here. This is an old case, but since they are trying to get them out of prison, that's the only reason why I would be talking about it. Okay, but I'm still gonna say, they could have went to the police, okay, point blank, and just let them know and gave them evidence, because I'm pretty sure they probably had it. Because right here they're going through their whole history. So Eric was breaking into houses back in 1988, huh? He avoided jail time but attended court-ordered therapy. And then the other brother enrolled in Princeton University, but he was suspended for plagiarism. And then he was also getting into other trouble. So let's see here. They unalived their parents, 45-year-old Jose, 47-year-old Kitty. Okay. 15 rounds from two 12-gauge shotguns. And police said it was so horrible that they thought it was a mob unaliving. And then they lied and said they went out to a movie. They went out that night and went to see a movie, but had to make a P stop to get the brother Eric's ID. Then they said that's when they discovered their parents' decimated bodies and they dialed 911. And then they also responded to the 911 call, found the 911 call. What? The officers who responded to the 911 call, they found Eric, who was 18 at the time, crying on the lawn before entering the crime scene, just faking all the way through. Let me tell you something. If you did something in self-defense, right, I don't think you're going to be putting on an act, okay? You're just going to be straight up open and say, and not lie. You're going to come out and just straight up and say that I unalived my parents because my parents was doing this to me, point blank. They said months later, these two were not acting like parents. They were acting like kids who lost their parents in that brutal way. Okay, period. They said they acted like two guys who had just won the lottery. Jose was worth $14 million at the time. And within 6 months, the brothers spent an estimated $700,000 of his fortune. Lau, who was 21 at the time, he bought a Rolex, a Porsche, lots of clothing, and a restaurant. Now, Eric was a little more practical. He bought a Jeep Wrangler, a $50,000 personal tennis coach, and a $40,000 investment in a rock concert that never happened. They took exotic vacations, thinking they had even more money coming to them. There was a $5 million life insurance policy on their father, but though technicality stopped them from collecting. Let's see. Okay, so after the unalivings, y'all, Dr. Ozell reached out to his former patient, Eric, and began counseling the younger Mendez brother once more. Soon enough, Eric confessed to unaliving his parents. So Ozell confided in Judelon Smith, with whom he was having an extramarital affair with. She will ultimately play a big part in the case. So then they continued on with their therapy, and clearly the man or whoever, the doctor, was taping everything. All right, so they got both Eric and Lau on tape confessing to the unaliving. Eric said they done it to put their mother out of her misery, while the other brother made it clear that they were both in on the crime. So Smith and Ozell had a rocky relationship. She claimed he was controlling and abusive. And after he allegedly attacked her, Smith contacted the Beverly police to reveal that the Mendez brothers confessed to their parents unaliving. She even had an audio tape of the confessions. That's sad, y'all. So y'all talking about, so y'all saying, well, JR said that they did not spend money, which they're clearly saying in this article. Okay. And I kind of remember all of this. They were spending money. They were spending a lot of money. And I don't believe that they unalived their parents because they abused them, because they could have easily went to the police department. Period. I believe they unalived their parents to get that money. And that's what I believe, point blank. And just say, even if they did feel, like they wanted to unalive them for abusing them too, they also unalived them for that money. You can tell the way they were spending shit. Okay, if this dude was 21 years old, he's legally grown. The other one was still a teenager. However, he knew that he could go to the police and report that. Period. So there is no excuse for doing that. And I hope they stay in jail. I really do, in prison. Let's see here. Okay, let's see real quick what they're saying here. Let's see. Let's see here. This is going through a whole thing, y'all. So I tell you what, let's see. I'm just trying to see why they are overturning, because I don't really want to go over this whole case because, again, hold on, they're going into something totally different. Let's see. I'm just reading all this stuff real quick, y'all. So let's see. It says it's been 35 years since the murders took place. The brothers' crimes continue to fascinate and perplex. Okay, let's see. Discussion of why the brothers unalived their parents only intensified following a pair or recent projects on Netflix. So they did a little series on there, or a project on Netflix called Monsters, the Lau and Eric Menendez story. So they said that given society's greater understanding of extra abuse today, the brothers' statements about abuse found more sympathy. Okay, but again, I sympathize with them as well. However, at 21 years of age, you should know that you can definitely go to the police and let the police know that your dad and your mom are abusing you, and your dad is actually abusing you point blank. You're old enough to go there and say this. There's no excuse, in my opinion. Hey, young Riz, thank you so much for tuning in. There is no excuse for them, unaliving their parents. I agree. I know it's not that easy, but it's you don't go and unalive your parents, okay? Point blank. That's exactly why they did all this time in prison. Okay, you go handle that the correct way. Okay, if the parents were abusing them all those years, okay, and they are grown now, come on now. You can take a little bit more time and go to the police department and let them know what happened. Point blank. I'm sure they did. However, you can still go to the police and let them know what happened. Period. I'm not going to unalive my parents. I'm going to go tell on their ass so they old butts can go right to prison and be there. And of course, money played a big part. That's why they was out spending it. If you are so hurt because you was actually abused, I doubt very seriously you'll be running around buying damn Rolex watches. Let's keep it real. All right? And buying Porsches. Would do. You wouldn't be going out here buying damn Porsches and stuff like that and spending money and investing in stupid bands. Come on now. No, they shouldn't even be doing it anyway. That's stupid. All right, too old, especially the 21-year-old. Okay, if your parents are abusing you, you can easily. They was putting up stuff back in the 80s as well, telling you if you have been abused to contact, the police department or CPS. They had the same thing back then. Jermaine, don't be playing with me when I'm talking about something like this, okay? Okay. The thing is, they should have never took their parents' life. Okay, if they wanted their parents to pay you, make them go to prison, and they would have been there for a long time too. You cannot be going around doing that. Now they've been in there for 35 years, right? They did do some time, but parents' life their lives were taken. So I think they should remain there. I really do. That's what's wrong with this justice system. Always letting people out that shouldn't be out instead of making their ass stay in there. When you choose to commit a crime, you need to pay the time. especially when you do one like that. And then they lied. When look, if you're unaliving your parents because they abuse you, you're not going to make up some ridiculous lie. You are going to tell the truth and say, yes, I unalived them because they were raping me, period. Because you're not going to think that you did anything wrong. You're not going to think you did anything wrong. You're going to think that you did everything right because these monsters were abusing me. So you're not going to be hiding from the police when they come, or concocting up a stupid story trying to pretend like you wasn't at home and all this other stuff. That's not, no, 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 no. Justice system is too damn lenient. In 35 years, they need to do 35 more. All right. And it's not basically a life sentence. They are still young right today. Let's see how old these people are. He is 53 years old. Okay. So they still got a lot of life left. No, they should have been in there a little bit longer. The other one is 56. All right. So the thing is that they should be in there a little bit longer. And got the nerve to be married inside of it. See, I tell you, they be doing too much inside these damn prisons and stuff. You should not be able to get married. You should not be able to procreate in prison. There's a reason why you are incarcerated. And this is why these people keep on doing all these criminal activities, because the justice system is a hot mess. It's just plain and ridiculous. So they said they could be released from prison before Christmas, okay? Point blank. Let's see here. They can get out as early as December the 11th. And they basing this all on a handwritten letter from Eric Menendez to his cousin before the slings, claiming his father had actually abused him. Okay, why not send that same letter to the police? Why come he didn't take it there? If he went to college or wherever he went, he could have told somebody there, and they would have, but since he wasn't like a little kid, they would have probably told him to go to the police department, or either call the police to have them come visit him at work or at his college or wherever he would have been. There's no excuse, in my opinion. That's why these kids be going around doing all these crimes. This is why some of these kids unalive their parents and vice versa. The justice system is a damn joke, and we know that on everything. Okay, they do not need to be out of prison because, what they did was plainly, something that they shouldn't have done. Point blank. 53 and 56 years old, you still got a little time left to enjoy life, and I think they should stay in there. But the thing is, if they unalive their parents because of money, because we really don't know for sure, you can best believe that they will weep all of that. Okay, point blank. It sure is. What do you mean, Jermaine? If you take your parents' life, you need to be in prison for life. What you mean? What more do they need to do? And 35 years is not basically a life sentence if you're only 53 or 56. If they were 70 or 80, then you could say that. All right? You can say that if they were that age, but they're not. All right? They're not. Yeah, almost once they get 65, then they can apply for Social Security if they make it to 65. A damn shame. I tell you, this justice system is a joke. It really truly is. This is why we have all these crimes and stuff. And it's going to continue to get worse until people, start to, do the things that they need to do with these people doing all these crimes. Point blank. That doesn't even make any sense. I do not want to hear about his actual visits in prison. And she looked crazy as ever, his wife. Goodness. Let me see what she said real quick, y'all. met while he was in prison. Why would you want to meet somebody in prison? I don't know what's wrong with some of these women, man. Why would you want to date somebody in prison and then get pregnant and have children with them and they're in prison? That's so weird to me. I don't even think I could date a person that's in prison. Damn, how did you meet the person? Which I was pen pals? No, I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. No way. Can y'all date somebody in prison and then marry them and then go for extra visits and have a baby and all that stuff? That is crazy as hell. You can't even be there to help with your child's life. You can't even be there for financial help or anything. You can't be there for anything because you're incarcerated. I don't understand why any woman would want to subject themselves to this type of lifestyle or this type of person. I just don't. That's weird. But you know what? They do how they want to do. That's very crazy. Very crazy. You think so? I don't think they need to deport all immigrants because some immigrants who are here legally and they're doing, honest jobs and, doing what they need to do. I think those immigrants can stay here. It's when you're talking about illegal people. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people that come here and do the right things. And then you got some that don't. So one more update, guys, and we are getting ready to get out of here. I don't like that story right there, man. That's crazy. I just don't. Y'all remember that story I told you about? Illegals. Y'all remember when I was telling, illegals, they need to definitely, I agree with you. Okay. Now, let me just say this. If a illegal is here, right, because they just want a better life for their child or family, and they're here doing productive stuff, I may have to, talk about that in more in depth. Okay. It just not for me. It just depends. Okay. If a person comes here illegally and they're doing what they need to do, but they're just illegal, then we have to talk about that. But for somebody that's coming here and they're doing crimes or not being productive, just doing the most, just doing a lot of negativity, they need to deport their ass right back over there wherever they came from. And that's on everything. But if you're here, you're being productive and things like that, and you've been law abiding, you have a job and all of that type of stuff, again, it will have to be individual case by case for me and then go from there. Now, and don't say because they taking jobs, because a lot of times when they come over, the jobs they do, most Americans, black, white, whatever, don't want to do them. Let's keep it real. So remember when I was telling you guys about the employee at Walmart who got trapped inside of the oven? Okay, and they were trying to figure out how she got in there and things like that. Well, one Walmart worker said, hold on. Excuse me. The only way to get trapped in a walk-in oven is if someone throws you in there. So the Walmart worker who was 19 years old, who was baked to unaliving in the store's walk-in oven, this Walmart employee is speaking out regarding that. So they say in a series of TikTok videos, current staff and former employees of various superstore locations have been sharing insights into the inner mechanics of working inside a Walmart bakery. So they also demonstrated how you turn it on, turn it off. And you've seen those bakeries, okay, at Walmart, okay? Somebody said, I don't even know if I would fit in there. She said, I am 5'1", medium built. I would have to crouch down to get in there. Another Walmart worker said, she said the door handle has to be pulled. It has to be pulled really hard in order to open it. And She said in order for the oven to close and lock, you have to push the latch with all your might and pull the handle to the side and lock it in place. She said there is no way somebody could lock themselves in there. So she said the only way that you could get locked inside the oven is if someone pushed you in there against your will. She said somebody could throw her in there and lock her in there. Okay? And a lot of Walmart people said the same thing. There's no way she could have locked herself in that oven, that somebody had to lock her in there. And some of them even have the emergency release from the inside of the oven, showing that it is a simple push feature on the other side of the door. So, somebody said that release button would get extremely hot when the oven was turned on. I don't give a damn how hot that thing is. Shit. If your ass is inside that oven, let's keep it real, and you know you're going to burn up, I don't care if that thing is hot. If you got a shirt on, you may want to take that shirt off, use that shirt, and unlock that latch before you burn up. But she was locked in there. Okay, so I mean, but they did say it could have been a release latch, and I don't know if hers had that in there. But if it did, she could have took off her shirt or pants, especially pants because they'll be thicker, and use that if she had enough time. But I would have just took off the shirt and just folded it because shit, the oven is getting hot, and just use it, try to get out of there. But you know what? I honestly think somebody pushed her in there. I really do. I think somebody pushed this girl in that damn oven. This is the oven right here. And then this is the girl right here. Somebody pushed her. I hope it's like not no boyfriend, girlfriend stuff, or somebody mad about her talking to somebody at Walmart or some bull crap like that. I just hope it's not. But I don't see no way she could have locked herself in there for real. Yeah, they said it's possible. And they still are investigating this. I remember when I was talking about this. Somebody said it doesn't make any sense. This door does not close by itself. It doesn't latch. It's designed not to do that. You have to push it, hear it click, and there you go. And that's from a Walmart worker. And then they got emergency release from the inside of the oven. Just a simple push feature on the other side of the door. And they still trying to figure out how she became trapped inside the oven. This is crazy. Her mom is the one that found her. Her mom worked at Walmart as well. I guess she still works there. Her charred remains were found inside the walk-in oven in the bakery after a few hours, y'all. She was in there for that is sad. That is sad, 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 man. And somebody said there's cameras back there too. Cameras that show who goes in and come out. And people believe that somebody did this to her. Somebody said, now this allegedly, somebody said mom unalived her daughter for not getting paid enough by Walmart. I don't know about that. And another commenter said, how did people not smell her cooking? Burning human flesh gives off a very distinct smell. It is in no way, I cannot even read this. It in no way smells like any chicken or other meat cooking. Believe me, it is not a smell you will ever forget or mistake for anything else. As a former EMS worker who has smelled burning flesh firsthand. That's sad, y'all. Somebody said, I really don't believe this was an accident. Watching videos of how the doors work, that doesn't seem possible. I believe that the videos show how that happened. They are just not telling the public. I don't believe she just went in there. I believe somebody put her in there. Those ovens do not turn on by themselves, and those doors do not lock like that. Somebody said this was Canada and no doubt a different oven setup, but I would love to know if there was a release button handle on the inside, as if there was. If there was, then you have to wonder if someone or something was blocking her to get out. They said that the mother had a life insurance policy on the daughter and might have unalived her daughter. I don't know how true it is, but most unalivings are homicides. We may have to do a whole live on this one right here because it's crazy, y'all. It's crazy. You know what? Honestly, I started thinking the mom probably did it too. Okay. Because she's the one who found this girl. Okay. And if she had a life insurance policy, I hope they are checking into this. And since she worked at Walmart too, she would know how to do certain things so nobody would come back there and check the oven and things like that. So I don't know. Could be. It could be. Agif said who was her boss. It had to be. Look, I'm just thinking it had to be like someone who had a little position or something, or knows how Walmart operates and things like that. It wasn't a random person. It had to be somebody who works at Walmart. Yeah, somebody said there is no way in heck she could have locked herself in there. Someone pushed her in there and did this on purpose. Aren't there cameras? And then that's nothing. Where are the cameras? Where are the surveillance videos? But like I said, I'll look into this story a little bit more and we'll talk about this story because, I was meaning to talk about it when it happened. And, this Diddy stuff happened and I didn't get a chance to. But I definitely will talk about it because that's a hot ass mess, y'all. It really, truly is. And then we'll talk about that. And then something else I said I had to get. I think it was the information regarding the Mendendez brothers and their Little Dirk stuff. So we'll do all of that probably, tomorrow and the rest of the week and stuff. Okay. And it is Halloween. So happy Halloween to you guys if you celebrate that. And just for all you weed smokers, I want you guys to know something. Cannabis use is directly linked to head and neck cancer. All right. I told you guys that stuff is not safe like they are trying to pretend like it is. Okay. Point blank. I don't care what they say. They always be saying stuff is safe. And then years later, they be telling you that it costs stuff. So again, cannabis use is directly linked to head and neck cancers. They talking about, I knew they was going to start looking into it. So that's new research. It unveils that cannabis, while soothing in its allure, might be hiding some not so chill health risks in its smoke puffs, namely an elevated likelihood of developing head and neck cancer. And they say it can be preventable once people know which behaviors increase their risk. Okay. That's crazy, y'all. So anyway, yeah, it is what it is. All right, point blank. So hold on. Let me say this story. These people are absolutely nuts. So we are going to end this live tonight. I think I covered everything. I did not go over Javion McGee because there's no new updates. I just want to let you guys know we're still fighting for justice for him, trying to determine what actually happened and to make all the people who participated in this or did it or covered it up, we want them to pay for that, point blank. Javion McGee is the 21-year-old over-the-road truck driver who was unalived back in September, and they claimed that he committed the S word. Okay, so y'all need to look up that little story. Y'all can watch my other videos to find more about it and go from there. You can even watch some TikTok videos on it or YouTube videos and find out more about that, point blank. So again, there are no updates. I'm not going to sit here and talk about what other YouTubers do and all that. I looked the story up today and there's just nothing new. But I will, basically do this almost every time I do a live, because we do want justice for Javion. All right. You said you just need to smoke the homegrown kind, not no store kind. The store kind use chemicals. Okay, to grow their weed. All right, that's good to know. Again, you're right. That's good to know. Unless the smoke from the weed is what probably also causes, I don't know, the cancer. It could be the smoke. I don't know, y'all. Let me just stop saying, I don't know. It could be something like that too. All right. Hold on, let me do this. All right. So other than that, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. Let me go ahead and do roll call. We went over all this stuff tonight. I think I covered just about everything that I needed to cover in this live. Yeah, I think I did. I'll tell you guys the scary story tomorrow. All right. It's not really a scary story like that. It's more like a mysterious story. Okay. So I'll do that tomorrow for Halloween. All right. I want to say thank you. That's right. Rest in peace to Javion, and my condolences and prayers are extended out, still extended out to his mom, his dad, his siblings, his friends, the girl he was seeing, and just to anyone who knew this young man. And may he continue to rest in peace. And I hope they do obtain justice for Javion, because that's, like I said before, that's really a daggone shame. You know what I'm saying? It truly, truly is what they did to this young man. Let's see if here it is right here. Justice for Javion. All right. So let me go ahead and do roll call. I want to say thank you to Jermaine for being in the house, in the Hizay. Thank you to Agif for being in the house, the Hizay. Thank you to Tony Bands for being in the house, the Hizay. Let's see. Who else came in here? Nightbots always doing its job. J.R. Boston, thank you so much for coming by, showing support. Young Riz was up in this place. Thank you so much for coming by, showing support. And I think that's it, y'all. I think that is it. Let me take this back off. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoy this content. Also, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe below and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Don't forget to share and leave a comment. Thank you so much, guys. Again, like, subscribe, hit that bell, share, and comment. And thank you guys so much. And if you want to show additional support to the channel, you can do that by doing the Cash App to $Shades2 or Super Chat. Once again, thank you to Tony Bands for that donation. I really appreciate you. And thank you. All right, Tony Bands. Ching ching. I'm so silly, y'all. All right. Good night to everybody. Good night to everybody in the bushes. And thank you to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and have a happy and blessed Halloween if you celebrate it, and be safe. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. All right. This is Shades2. I am out, y'all. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night, y'all. All right. Let's go ahead and do this. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to do. Let's do this right here. All right, let's go ahead and end this, y'all. Good night, y'all. Peace out.